Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm Will Zips. Welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to 2026. I'm gonna try this really fast. My phone keeps disconnecting from the Mac, but speaking of a Mac, I'm a Windows guy at heart, but I found out Macs are really good for editing. Now, I have an M1 MacBook here. I bought that last year. It kind of did the job for a while, but then I started making 1440p videos, and it started bogging down. Didn't really do what I wanted it to do, and it took like hours to render. Hence why I haven't uploaded in a while, because it just would not do what I needed it to do. However, if I switch scenes, I got a package. And if you read the title, you're not dumb. I bought myself something. We're gonna open it here. I hope it doesn't cut out mid-recording. I'm using my iPhone 15 Pro camera. As I was saying, I'm using my iPhone 15 Pro camera. It's connected through a USB-C cable. However, it's charging my MacBook, not using the using Bluetooth and not connecting via USB-C like it's supposed to. So that's odd. Without breaking my fan, please. The that box off, and we're left here with pull tab, commonly seen from when you get a new Apple product. I've noticed it when I got my 15 Pro. I noticed it when I got my iPad, which is actually right here. And yeah, I think I noticed it with the MacBook too. No, I didn't, because I didn't get that new. This is the one I got new. But let's open it. Let's try not to break it. It's also the one I saw from my Starlink when I bought my Starlink, because I use two internets at this house. I use my broadband and I use Starlink. Mainly so I can download my games and that fast. Oh my gosh, it's already starting to lag. Okay, so I'm hoping the audio is not bad. You know what? Alrighty. Apologies for that. My phone decided it kept wanting to do it, so what I did instead is I just use it through the browser. So I'm streaming my phone's camera now, and I'm just using the MacBook the MacBook microphone instead of the phone's microphone. Otherwise, it'll double the audio. It's not very good. But they've got this strip opened. Don't know if you heard anything I had to see in the editing process, but oh, I've done it that way. Hang on. They do it like that so I don't show the info on it. But there is the Apple logo. I'll move it that way. Yeah. Mini. This can now. Oh. Okay, I didn't break anything. That's good. That should drop down there. I can clean that later. Oh, I'm now lagging on there too. Great. Yeah, I'm delayed. Am I on the Starlink actually? I am. Give me 2 seconds. Alright. Hopefully this is better. I switched the Mac to broadband instead of the Starlink. Hopefully it works better. But here it is, the Mac Mini in all of its glory. Shouldn't have shown that. In all its glory. Now, as a Windows guy, I didn't expect to ever buy a Mac. I have a MacBook Air now. I've had that for a year. This is my second Mac purchase. Do I regret it? Not really. I haven't even opened it yet, so. Hey everyone, Future Editing Zips here. Just want to let you know to my rhetorical question I asked earlier. Do I regret the purchase? No. I've been using it for about 2 and a bit weeks. Loving every single bit of it. So, there's the answer to that. Back to the video. I'm going to see what it's all about first. But, from first glance, the box is actually, fairly sized. Didn't expect it to be this big actually. I thought the box would be a bit smaller, but yeah. Where's a good spot for this? Let's move that back a bit so you can see it better. So I think I just got to flip it over. Oh, it's got the pull tabs. Okay. Yeah, I should do it from this side. Just like when I got my iPhone 15 Pro and my AirPods, actually. My AirPods, I got these pull tabs, I just remembered. So whilst I'm doing this, I should mention this is the M4 MacBook. No, M4 Mac Mini. If this was a MacBook, I would be surprised. So I got the base model. I'm not going to show you all this because actually, no, I can blur it. This is the one this one. It's the M4 chip. It's 16 gigabytes of RAM, 256 storage. I'm going to blur out all this part here, but all the important stuff's going to get blurred. But that's basically it. 16 gigabytes unified memory, 256 SD. That's already inbuilt. I'm going to buy a dock so I can use another NVMe drive, but at the moment I'm going to use the same one I got for my MacBook. But yeah, let's open her up. And there she is. Wow. Straight to the point, Apple. I like it. I'm going to put that there because obviously who doesn't want to just go straight to that flashy new thing? But what's included in this box, and very Apple-like, only one more thing: the AC power cable. I'll put it in both cameras in case one of them breaks. And I think it's just a normal thank you for purchasing from Apple California, or designed by Apple California. Is there any stickers? There's Mac Mini pamphlets, but there's no stickers. That doesn't surprise me, Apple. There's nothing in that. Why is that even in there? Cool. Let's get the power cable open. By the looks of it, it's a generic AC power cable. I've got plenty of these. I could have probably just grabbed one of my own, but where's the fun in that? You gotta go Apple. If you go on Apple, you might as well use Apple's products, right? Put that to the side. There's nothing in there, so that can. Nope. If I can get it in, surely it's not just hard to put a box on. There we go. Bugger that off. So, oh, it's a braided cable. So this AC power cable is braided. I didn't actually realize. Now I'm definitely going to use it. It's basically the same one I'd get from a PS4 or PS5. But the main attention is the Mac Mini. I'm just going to rip it off. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But you know what? It kind of works. Oh, and it's one of these. Okay. Okay. Chuck that away. Now, at first glance, pretty good unit. You know, it's nice and small. Apparently, from what Apple says, it's 5" by 5". I could see that. I personally don't use Imperial, so I couldn't tell you. I use Imperial for height. That's about it. So I couldn't tell you. But at the front, we've got two. If I can get it in the camera right, that's the wrong side. This side, okay. 2 USB-C ports, an aux cord. I think that might be multi-purpose jack, so it could be a microphone and headphone, or it might just be headphone. I'm not too sure. On the side, nothing. On this back side, AC power goes there. There's an Ethernet port, one HDMI, unfortunate, and then there's 3 Thunderbolt ports, which are pretty cool. Now, this is the base model, so this Ethernet's only a 2.5, I think. which is fine because I don't have fiber installed in my house yet, and when I do, I'm only gonna get the 1 gig plan, so it doesn't really bother me too much if I get the 2.5 or the 10 gig port. I actually also bought this third party, so it's not directly from Apple, so I couldn't customize it if I wanted to. So one thing I don't like, but it also works at the same time because it's going to be in sleep mode anyway, the power button is right there. Now, why I don't like it? It's right at the back on the bottom. I didn't like it at the bottom in the first place. That's kind of what turned me off the device. But it's a pretty budget Mac. Like, it's a good entry level Mac. And that's another reason why I bought it. I bought this because I wanted a new editing machine. This one was starting to die. And I didn't want to do it on Windows. I get distracted when I'm editing on Windows computers, I've noticed, because obviously I can game on them. And that's another thing I'm going to bring into this video is, can we game on this Mac? And I hope not for my editing sake, but at the same time I hope I can, because I want to be able to play like Minecraft when if I go away. I go to Sydney every year, so I would like to take this to Sydney. I can edit some videos, I can play some light gaming, hopefully. We'll see. And we can probably even stream. I can't stream on the Mac Mini. I'm sorry, on the MacBook M1 MacBook. So yeah, that's what I've got here. I've got the M1 MacBook Air that I'm recording off at the moment. And it's basically the same thing. It's a base model device. This has only got 8 gigabytes of RAM though. This has got double the RAM, same storage, 3 times better chip, I think. Yeah, that's right anyway. So, enough dilly-dallying. I'm gonna grab the capture card actually, so I can set the thing up with you guys. So I'm gonna grab the Elgato. I'm gonna plug this in, and we're gonna get into the menu screen. So yeah, see you in a minute. Okie dokie, so we're back. I've got it set up, sort of. I haven't plugged it in yet. There's the AC power cable. It's plugged into the wall. I've got my capture card set up. However, it's not showing no display for Elgato. I'm gonna hope when I plug it in, it turns on and it shows it. But without further ado, it's time to plug this bad boy in. I'm not gonna be able to show this on camera. I'm sorry. There we go. She's plugged in. Is she gonna boot straight away though? Probably not. There we go. There's the iconic Mac beat. Oh, I saw a flash or display. There we go. And why aren't you displaying? There we go. So here it is. I don't have that, so I'm hoping I didn't need to put that into Bluetooth pairing mode. I hope I can use this. Oh. Okay, so my mouse picked up. Cool. I'm not Japanese, so we'll set it up quickly. So this is English Australia. Pay your keyboard. Now I've got a Logitech keyboard that I'm trying to Bluetooth it. It is flashing. Oh, no it's not. It's now steady and it works. Cool. Select language, English Australia. Oh, back. Yep, that's the right region. I'm gonna set this on as a new Mac. Some people don't have that, so that will one to go for. Plus, I want a fresh start. Okay, so everything's right. Not now. I'm gonna have to blur these. I'll put this on my 5G for now. Whenever it wants to go. I could alternatively put it through the Ethernet, but right now I'm just going to put it through the Wi-Fi, as I'll mainly be using that until I get my fiber connection. I did type this right, did I? Now, from what I've noticed with people, they've said this fan is very quiet. I haven't heard it once. I know it's not on the load yet, but I haven't heard it at all. I've lifted it up and I couldn't even hear it. Like, yeah, it's not going at all. It's probably spinning, but okay, create a Mac account. So, this is for me and me only, so I'm just going to put it as that. Oh, it has to be lowercase, okay. Wait, hang on. And okay, it does show, so I will move screens temporarily. Actually, I can blur this. What am I doing? I can blur the chat. So if I can't, I'll just, I don't know. Come on. So I had to unplug the HDMI from my MacBook to go onto here, mainly because you can't do it. Sign into your iCloud. Now here's the thing: my phone is connected as a camera, so it's probably no. It's probably gonna make me do it on my iPad. Now this is all be blurred. You don't have to log in to it. Oh, it's let me doing it through here. Okay. Okay. But is it gonna make me have to use my phone? Terms and services. Who reads those? Of course I read them. Okay. Setting up an account. Is it gonna make me scan my phone or my iPad? I should probably get my iPad on standby in case I have to. There's also, this just sits perfectly right here. I'm gonna take a photo of it. Now, yes, I'm taking it on an iPad. Shut up. I'll put them on screen of where I've got it set up. It's a bit dodgy set up at the minute because I've got the capture card set up, but after all the recording and all that, I'm going to just take the capture card away, put it back at my gaming PC. Man, it takes a minute to set up. I'm going to run out of storage on my MacBook. I was going to natively record actually to my phone, but I've only got 125 gigs. I've used 125 gigs. I've got a 128 gig phone. I need to actually set up a NAS or something and just make a backup thing or buy the thing. Anyway, make this your Mac. Location test on. Device analysis on. App analytics off. Yeah, that can say off. Off for now, I think. Oh, I hate that. So I had it fixed on my main Mac, but I'm gonna have to fix it on this one. Down is up, and up is down. All of this is fine. I just, you know what, it can stay. Nope, we're not doing Apple Intelligence. Sure, we'll do that. And we're in Mac. It was that simple, minus the delay. Keyboard assistant. Okay. Identifying this key. Shift. Looks like Z. That. And we're in. This is my Mac, everyone. And now I think if I do about this Mac, yeah, there we go. Oh, I got the device added to your account warning. I'll blur out the serial number and that obviously, but you can see Apple M4 chip, 16 gigabytes of memory. This is the first Mac I've got that's, oh, that's my second Mac, but it's the first Mac I've got with 16 gigabytes of RAM. I reckon this is great. I'm on Sequoia. I probably want to upgrade it to Tahoe. I think that's the latest. We're going to go to system settings first of all and have a look. I think it, yeah, it is macOS Tahoe. First of all, mouse. There we go. Natural scrolling. That's what we're looking for. Cool. Now, before we do anything, I'm gonna clear this notification, and I'm gonna update my system real quick. It is general software update now to macOS Tahoe, because I'm on macOS Tahoe on the MacBook, so I reckon it'll be better. I reckon it would have put me on Tahoe if I actually just transferred all the stuff over, but I decided not to because I want, like I said, I want a fresh start on this. So we're gonna let this do its thing. Shouldn't take too long to download. Shouldn't take too long to update either. So far so good. I'm gonna. Where did I put my dock? I put my docks. Okay, also in frame there. Okay. What I could do. This has a USB A, C, and HDMI 4K adapter on it. So while that's doing its thing, I didn't want that anyway. I'm plugging this into one of the Thunderbolt ports. Plugging it in there, so I have it ready. Now, because I got a 4TB hard drive, I'm going to be using that for editing. Obviously, as I said, 256 device. I don't really want to have it around. It's already used 40 terabytes. I hope not. 40 gigs of 256. No, hang on, you get there. Yeah, 256. I was right. I'm reading that one as wrong. Anywho, you know, whilst that's downloading, we're gonna fix everything up. So we're gonna open Safari for one thing and one thing only. If I can spell, downloading Brave, because I don't like Safari. I do, but I don't. It's fast, but I like Brave. I use it on my computer. All my computers has it built-in ad blocker. I do not advise using the blocker, but I'm not going to stop you if you do. It's a good product. Oh, hang on. It is a good product, is what I meant to say. And you know, they're not sponsoring me, but you know, Brave wants to sponsor me one day. I'm not gonna stop them. Now, I hope this footage is actually usable, because I'm not using what's it called? Because I'm using my Mac. I've known it's stuttering a lot. It stuttered a lot before when I've been streaming. But yeah, there we go. That's gone, and now I can put the DMG file and remove from dock. I just did you what? Yes, open that. Oh, Okay, they're gonna be silenced because of one D&D, and if that's the DMG, it is DMG. Okay, so I can go there. I don't want you. Set as default browser. Use Brave, dark mode. Maybe later. Finish. Boom. Brave's installed. My browser of choice. This is gonna drag this. No, hang on. Keep this in the dock. Oh, I can't do it that way. Hang on. Launchpad. Can I do like put it on desktop? You know what? I don't care. That can go back over there. I'll fix that later. I want it on my desktop though, eventually. Now, as I'm saying, this is going to be an editing machine, but I will also put some gaming stuff on here. So, first off, Discord. Download. Download for Mac. Cool. That's downloading. Now, Spotify. I spelled that wrong, but that's okay. Thanks, Brave. Allow, bloody hell. Save. Next thing is OBS, because if I decide, why is my nose running so bad? If I decide I want to stream, I'm gonna want to have this. I'm gonna try and stream off here. That'll be a test for another day when I get my old mic back in here anyway. Now I personally use this editing software, which I will download just so I could test it to see if there's any difference. But this one. But I will also download something else that's not from there. I can get it on there, but I'm not going to. This can close. Okay, it's felt like that. I'm not going to use CapCut because I don't like CapCut. It's really weird. I don't like it. DaVinci, I don't know how to use, but I want to learn how to use it. I originally started using it on the MacBook, but it just wasn't good on the MacBook, and it wasn't. No, anything on the MacBook started bogging down up to 1440p. So, yeah. Okay, so that's nearly done. How long has this update got? It's about 5 minutes remaining. That's okay. So what I'll do, we'll open Finder. We'll go to Downloads. We'll open up Discord DMG, Spotify installer, drag over. Where's the other one? Install Spotify. That's done, so yep, I know I can do that. Do that. Get Shotcut. I think that's all I gotta do, from my understanding. This can close. This could also close. That can close. Cool. Can I will this open? Verifying. Well, I guess we're not using Shotcut. I'll figure it out after. But that's that already. I can.
At this point, my OBS decided it wanted to start freaking out on the MacBook, so I decided just to cut the rest of that clip, and I started trying to do it on my iPad. It didn't do it properly, so I switched to the Mac Mini to record the rest of this video. So yeah, enjoy.
Okay, apologies, there's going to be a bit of a delay. I've now got my iPad as my camera, and my microphone is my phone. I'm on the Mac Mini recording. I don't have dedicated hardware that uses USB-C, so this will have to do. Everything else should be smooth. So, again, I know it's going to be choppy, I'm sorry. But the video shouldn't be. The main video feed shouldn't be choppy. This is the intro clip of this video, and on my old Mac, it would freeze when I hit split clip and all that. But we'll start from here. I'm gonna mute the audio. So when I do like boom, no stutter, boom, 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 pow, bang, yay. Okay. And normally when I review the footage, it will cut and edit. I'll try and get a bit of footage before I stop using it. But like, look, seamlessly. Even if I detach audio and remove it, it doesn't do it. Just like what I did originally. I don't know if I'm going to use this to edit or not. I can't overlay shit in here. I mean, I can, but it's going to be hard. I'll figure it out. But that, I think, is going to do it. Oh, so that's why. Okay. Later. So I'm now using the capture card through the Mac, so it's basically just a reverse cycled connection because I couldn't figure out how to display capture, but I fixed it now. But I haven't dropped any frames. My CPU is about 5%. I'm hoping this is great, but yeah. I want to say thanks for watching my scuffed review of my Mac Mini that I just bought for video editing to hopefully make 2026 a better year for me. Yeah. There's a video that's supposed to come out. That was supposed to come out. It'll probably come out first because I got to edit that and get that out first. But yeah, it just wouldn't do it on the Mac. It kept corrupting the file every time I rendered it. So I don't know what happened there, but we'll try and fix it for next time. Well, hopefully this Mac Mini doesn't do it. And hopefully I can put this Mac M1 MacBook Air to retire or use as just a watching Twitch device or something. Anyway, my name is Will Zep signing off. Have a great rest of the morning, afternoon, evening. And if you're not following me on Twitch, it'll be linked in the description below. I also do TikTok streams as well whilst I'm streaming. Until I get fiber to my house, those are the two platforms I stream to simultaneously. When I get fiber, I will be streaming to YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and TikTok all at the same time. So, yeah. Without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.